Hi students, good morning. How are you? I hope you are all doing well. So as a part of online teaching, today we are going to learn active voice and passive voice. So hi friends, welcome to Karjan Institute of English. This is Mallikarjun Ketanaboyina, lecturer in English, Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. So for the past 15 days, we have been learning the different grammar topics. The most important topic that today we are going to learn is active voice and passive voice. So it is also called voice. So voice is the most important topic in English grammar. You will get it in all the competitive exams. And before going to voice, we must remember tenses, because the entire active voice and passive voice depend upon tenses. Tense is the most important topic in English grammar. The remaining all grammar parts depend upon the tense. Already at the time of tense. Once again, please see my videos on the different tenses, which are very clear. Just I'll remind the tense, because the structures are very useful in active voice and passive voice. Okay, bye. So what is the structure of, I'll tell the structures, just you go through them if you have the notes. Simple present tense, subject plus first form of a verb plus other words. Present continuous tense, subject plus is, am, or plus first form of a verb plus inform plus other words. Present perfect, subject plus have or has plus third form of a verb plus other words. Present perfect continuous tense, subject plus have or has plus been plus first form of a verb plus inform plus other words. Simple past, subject plus second form of a verb plus other words. Past continuous tense, subject plus was or were plus first form of a verb plus inform plus other words. And future, sorry, past perfect, subject plus had plus third form of a verb plus other words. Past perfect continuous tense, subject plus had plus been plus first form of a verb plus inform plus other words. And then future, simple future, subject plus will or shall plus first form of a verb plus other words. Future continuous tense, subject plus will or shall plus be plus first form of a verb plus inform plus other words. Future perfect tense, subject plus will or shall plus have plus third form of a verb plus other words. Future perfect continuous tense, subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus first form of a verb plus inform plus other words. So here in active voice, passive voice, the entire the structures of tense will come here, and because the entire voice depend upon the tense. Okay, and even pronoun also. Right, let us see. There are two voices in English. They are active voice and passive voice. First, let us see the definition of active voice. What is active voice? Come on, anybody can tell? Active voice. A sentence which has active subject is said to be that the sentence is in active voice. A sentence which has active subject. A sentence which has active subject is said to be that the sentence is in active voice. ఏ సెంటెన్స్ అయితే యాక్టివ్ సబ్జెక్టును కలిగి ఉంటుందో, ఏ సెంటెన్స్ అయితే యాక్టివ్ సబ్జెక్టును కలిగి ఉంటుందో ఆ సెంటెన్స్ ఏమంటాం మనం? యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్ లో ఉంది అని చెప్పి అంటాం. ఓకే, వెన్ ద డూవర్ ఆఫ్ ద యాక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్లేస్, దట్ సెంటెన్స్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్. వెన్ ద డూవర్ మీన్స్ పని చేయటువంటి యాక్షన్, పని చేసే అటువంటి వ్యక్తి సబ్జెక్టు స్థానంలో ఉన్నట్లయితే, యాక్టివ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి? సబ్జెక్టు పని చేస్తూ ఉండడము అన్నారు. ఓకే, డూవర్ ఆఫ్ ద యాక్షన్ విచ్ ఇన్ విచ్ షుడ్ బి ఇన్ విచ్ ప్లేస్? ఇట్ షుడ్ బి ఇన్ ద ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్. Then we can say that the sentence is in active voice. You see the example here, Rama killed Ravana. So here we have three words. They are Rama killed Ravana. So Rama is the subject, killed is the verb, Ravana is the object. So who did this work, killed? ఈ చంపడం అనే పని ఎవరు చేసిండ్రు? Rama. So the subject of the sentence, the doer of the action. Here the subject of the sentence is the doer of the action. So we can say that the sentence is in active voice. So here, as per the first definition, a sentence which has active subject. Who is doing this work? Rama is doing. It means that he is in the active mode. He is in the active mode. So we can say that the sentence is in active voice. I'll help you. You see the second example. I'll help you. So here, help is the work which is done by the subject I. So we can say I is the doer of the action which is in the place of the subject. So we can say I is the subject. Or who is doing the work here? Help. Subject is doing. It means that the subject is the active subject because it is doing the work, help. So we can say that the sentence is in active voice. Okay, this is the definition of active voice. How can we define active voice? That a sentence which has active subject is said to be that the sentence is in active voice. Or when the doer of the action is in the subject's place, that the sentence is called active voice. Now let us see the definition of passive voice. Okay, passive voice. A sentence which has passive subject is said to be that the sentence is in passive voice. ఏ సెంటెన్స్ అయితే ప్యాసివ్ సబ్జెక్టును కలిగి ఉంటుందో, ఏ సెంటెన్స్ అయితే ప్యాసివ్ సబ్జెక్టును కలిగి ఉంటుందో ఆ సెంటెన్స్ ఏ వాయిస్లో ఉంది అని చెప్తాము? ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్లో ఉంది అని చెప్పి చెప్తాము అన్న. ఓకే, వెన్ ద రిసీవర్ ఆఫ్ ద యాక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్లేస్, ద సెంటెన్స్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ప్యాసివ్. ఎప్పుడైతే యాక్షన్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకునేటువంటి వ్యక్తి, అంటే యాక్షన్ చేయడు, రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటాడు, ఆ రిసీవ్ చేసుకునేటువంటి వ్యక్తి సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్లేస్లో ఉన్నట్లయితే అప్పుడు ఆ సెంటెన్స్ ఏ వాయిస్లో ఉంది అంటాం? ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్లో ఉంది అంటాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, రావణ వాజ్ కిల్డ్ బై రామా. రావణ వాజ్ కిల్డ్ బై రామా. సో హియర్ రావణ ఈజ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్, వాజ్ కిల్డ్ వర్బ్ అండ్ రామా ఈజ్ ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సో హియర్ చంపడం అనే పనిని సబ్జెక్ట్ చేశాడా? రావణుడు చేశాడా? నో, హీ ఈజ్ ద రిసీవర్. చంపబడ్డాడు. రావణ చంపబడ్డాడు మీన్స్ రిసీవర్ ఆఫ్ ద యాక్షన్. సో హియర్ రావణ ఈజ్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ హూ ఈజ్ in the place of the receiver of the action. The receiver of the action is in the place of the subject. So we can say that the sentence is in passive voice. Otherwise, here who did the action? Killed. So Rama did, not Ravana. So the subject is here inactive. Inactive is nothing but passive. Okay, so here we can say that the sentence is in passive voice. You will be helped by me. You will be helped by me. So here హెల్ప్ అనేటువంటి పనిని ఎవరు చేశారు? అతను నీవు చేసావా? నేను చేశాను. సో ఇక్కడ నీవు సహాయము చేయబడ్డావు మీన్స్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ ఎనీ వర్క్ హియర్. యు ఆర్ ద రిసీవర్ ఆఫ్ ద హెల్ప్. సో హియర్ వీ కెన్ సే దట్ ద సెంటెన్స్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్. వెరీ సింపుల్. సార్ ఇదంతా ఎందుకు? చిన్నప్పుడు ఐ థింక్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇన్ యువర్ చైల్డ్హుడ్ యూ మే హ్యావ్ టోల్డ్ హౌ టు రిసీవ్, హౌ టు రికగ్నైజ్ passive voice. Nothing, just if a sentence has by, we can say blindly that the sentence is in passive voice. ఏ సెంటెన్స్ అయితే బై అనే ఏజెంట్ను కలిగి ఉంటుందో ఆ సెంటెన్స్ ఏ వాయిస్లో ఉందని చెప్పొచ్చు? ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్లో ఉంది అని చెప్పవచ్చు అన్నారు. సో హియర్ ఆల్ ద టూ సెంటెన్సెస్ హ్యావ్ ద ఏజెంట్ బై, సో వీ కెన్ సే దట్ ద సెంటెన్స్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్. ఓకే, రైట్. చేంజ్ ఆఫ్ రూల్స్ ఫ్రమ్ యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్ టు ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్. సో ఒక సెంటెన్స్ యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్లో నుంచి ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్లోకి మార్చేటప్పుడు వాట్ ఆర్ ద రూల్స్ దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో? వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద 4 రూల్స్. దెర్ ఆర్ 4 important rules while changing an active voice into passive voice or a passive voice into active voice. Okay, right. So what happens? What is the first rule? The first rule, subject becomes object and object becomes subject. Subject becomes object and object becomes subject. This is the first rule, vice versa. So if the subject in active voice will become object in passive voice, the object in passive voice will become subject in active voice. Okay, right. And the second one, change of subject and object, that is the second one, we have to use a suitable B form in passive voice. We have to use a suitable B form. How many B forms are there? Already I told you very clearly there are 8 B forms. They are is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. So these are the B forms. So we have to use a suitable B form in passive voice. We have to select based on the number of the subject or based on the time of the action. So we have to use a suitable B form. And we have to use third form of a verb in passive voice. We have to use the third form of a verb in passive voice. The main verb will be there in active voice. Active voice lo unnatuvanti main verb, whatever may be the tense is given in active voice, it doesn't matter. But in passive voice we have to use third form of a verb, that is past participle, which we called V3. First form ichina third form e rayali, second form ichina third form e rayali, third form ichina third form e rayali, continuous ichina third form e rayali, future ichina third form e rayali. Whatever it may be, whatever may be the tense, whatever may be the verb form in active voice, but we have to use it in the third form in passive voice. Okay, and the last and most important rule, that is we have to use by or a suitable preposition. So maximum we will get by, based on some different in different places we will get some different prepositions, but maximum we will get by in passive voice. The 4 rules while changing from active voice to passive voice: subject becomes object and object becomes subject. We have to use a suitable B form in passive voice. We have to use third form of a verb in passive voice, and we have to use by before the object. So in the second rule we told we have to use a suitable B forms. So what are the B forms? There are 8 B forms in English. There are 8 B forms in English. They are is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. Is, am, are. If the active voice is in simple present, if the active voice is in simple present, in passive voice we have to use is, am, are. Based on the subject we use is in passive voice. Based on the subject of passive voice we use am. Based on the subject of the passive voice we use are. If the subject is singular in passive voice, we have to use is. If the subject is plural in passive voice, we have to use are. If the subject is I in passive voice, we have to use am. Okay. 3 B forms. Is, am, are finished. Is, am, are used if the active voice is in simple present tense. So in passive voice, we have to use the B forms is, am, are. Okay. We have to use was, are, were in passive voice when the active voice is in simple past tense. If active voice is given in simple past tense, second form of a verb, okay, then we have to use was or were as B forms in passive voice. Okay, right. If B is, if the active voice is in simple future, if the active voice is in simple future, then we have to use be as B form in passive voice. Okay, we have to use be as B form in passive voice when the active voice is in simple future. In case if continuous tense is given in active voice, if present continuous, past continuous, like that. If continuous tense is given in passive voice, active voice, then automatically in passive voice we have to use being as B form. Being as B form. Okay, and then if perfect tense is given in active voice, if perfect tense is given in active voice, then automatically in passive voice we have to use been. We have to use been. Okay, right. And then no passive voice sentences. No passive voice sentences. Okay, no passive voice sentences. So here, if you see that no passive voice sentences, there are 6 types of sentences in English which do not take passive voice. 6 types of sentences. For example, okay, first one, no object sentences. No object sentences. If a sentence has no object, so immediately you may have got it out. How can we recognize the object of the sentence? Very simple. Here there is note. By questioning with what or who, we get the object in the sentences. For example, I am going what? I am going what అంటే ఏమి రాదు. Okay? I am going who? దీనికి కూడా మీనింగ్ లేదు. అంటే there is no object in this sentence. ఈ సెంటెన్స్ లో ఏం లేదన్నట్టు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లేదు. సో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లేనటువంటి సెంటెన్స్ లో ఏముండదు, ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్ ఉండదు. Okay, no object sentences will not have passive voice. First rule. And the second one, only one grammatical verb sentences. Only one grammatical, not dramatical, that is grammatical. Typing mistake. Only one grammatical verb sentences. Only one grammatical verb sentences. Okay, if a sentence has only one grammatical verb, though there is object, we do not get a passive voice for it. For example, I have a brother. You question the sentence with what or who. Okay, what do you have? I have a brother. So here, what do you have? A brother. Whom do you have? A brother. So answer is getting, object is there, a brother. But we do not get the passive voice for this sentence because there is only one grammatical verb. For example, Leela is a teacher. Leela is a teacher. You see this example, Leela is a teacher. Who is Leela? She's a teacher. A teacher. Who is Leela? A teacher. We are getting object. But we do not get a passive voice for this sentence because there is only one grammatical verb. So the second rule is If a sentence has only one grammatical verb, then automatically it will not have passive voice. And the third one, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. These four tenses also do not take passive voice. Okay? No object sentences, only one grammatical verb sentences, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense, and future continuous tense. Because ఎందుకు ఈ నాలుగు టెన్స్లకు ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్ ఉండదు అంటే ఆల్రెడీ దెర్ ఈస్ బీ ఫార్మ్ ఇన్ దీస్ సెంటెన్సెస్. Already these sentences, though these sentences will have in active voice, there is be form. There is be form. For example, you see the structure. Present perfect continuous tense. Subject plus have or has plus been plus first form of a verb plus ing form plus other words. So here you see already been is there, be form. So it will not take passive voice. Past perfect continuous tense. Subject plus had plus been plus first form of a verb plus ing form plus other words. Already there is been. Future continuous tense. Subject plus will or shall plus be plus first form of a verb plus ing form plus other words. Already there is a be as be form, so they will not get a passive voice. And future perfect continuous tense, subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus first form of a verb plus ing form plus other words. So already there is a be form called been in this sentence, so we do not get a passive voice to these sentences. Okay, right. Now let us see the most important change of subjects and objects. How do the pronouns change of pronouns in active voice to passive voice? So nouns will not change. Nouns will not change when we change a sentence from active voice to passive voice. If in active voice Rama is there, in passive voice also we use Rama. In active voice, if we have Gopi, in passive voice also we will have Gopi. If in active voice, if we have dog, in passive voice also we have dog itself. It will not be changed. Only the pronouns will be changing. So the subject of pronouns and object of pronouns already we have learnt in pronouns. Do you remember them? Once again, go to the chapter pronoun and observe it very carefully. It was very clearly different types of pronouns. Even in chart we explained very clearly. Okay, right. Let us see now once again here how the subjects will change from active voice to passive voice, especially the pronouns. If there is a I, if there is a I in active voice, automatically this I will become me in passive voice. I will become me in passive voice. In case if there is me in passive voice, automatically it will become I in active voice. Okay? We becomes us in passive voice. We becomes us in passive voice. Us becomes we. And you will be remained as you itself in active voice and passive voice. There may not be any change in you. So because you is the subject and you is the object. You see they. If they is there in active voice, automatically in passive voice it will become them. In passive voice it will become them. If them will become they. If there is a he in active voice as subject, in passive voice it will become him. So him is the object in passive voice, it will become he as a subject in active voice. She becomes her and her becomes she. It remained as it itself because in active voice for it subject and object both are the same. Okay. So nouns will not be changed even if in active voice and active voice to passive voice and passive voice to active voice. Now let us see the very important thing, that is change of tense from active voice to passive voice. When we are changing a sentence from active voice to passive voice, how the tense will be changed. Let us see simple present first. Okay. What is the structure of simple present? Subject plus first form of a verb plus object. this object will become subject here. And when verb is first form present tense, we have to use is, am, are, plus this first form of a verb will become third form of a verb. Then we have to use by before the object. This subject will become object here. For example, she calls me. Here she subject, calls verb, me object. So me has become I. And is, am, are లలో I to am వస్తుంది. I am. Calls first form of a verb, we have to use third form, that is called, and we have to use by before the object. So by her, she calls me, I am called by her. Present continuous tense, subject plus is, am, are plus first form of a verb plus ing form plus object if active voice is there. And how it changes in passive voice, subject will be remain like that, the object will become subject, and is, am, or will be like that only because the structure. And we have to use when continuous tense is there, being as be form. So here being has come, being has come, and then automatically this first form of a verb plus ing form has gone, no? It will become third form of a verb. So third form of a verb. So here he is calling you. He is calling you. So here you is the object. Directly we have to write for subject and object to you itself. And here is there. But here we used are because you is plural. You are in continuous tense be form being. You are being. And then call third form called. You are being called by him. So like that we have to change. And present perfect tense, subject plus have or has plus third form of a verb plus object. And in passive voice, subject plus have or has plus been plus third form of a verb plus by plus object. He has eaten sweets. The example, he subject, has eaten verb, sweets object. This object will become subject here, sweets. Sweets plural, so we have to use have. Here he has because he is singular. So have. In perfect tense we get been as be form, been. And then third form of a verb, eaten third form itself. By this he becomes him. So like that we have to change. And then future, sorry, simple past. Simple past. Simple past structure, subject plus second form of a verb plus object. Subject plus in past tense we have to use was or were plus third form of a verb plus by plus object. She called me. She called me. This me has become I. I was called by her. Okay, right. Past continuous tense, subject plus was or were plus first form of a verb plus ing form plus other words. In passive voice structure, subject plus was or were plus being plus third form of a verb plus by plus object. Example, he was calling you. He was calling you. This you, he subject was calling verb you object. This object has become you. You were being and called by him. Okay. Next, past perfect. Past perfect structure, subject plus had plus third form of a verb plus object. So in passive voice, subject plus had plus been plus third form of a verb plus by plus object. Okay. He had eaten sweets. Sweets had been eaten by him. So like that we will get. And then future tense. Simple future. The structure of simple future in active voice, subject plus will or shall plus first form of a verb plus object. Then automatically in passive voice, subject plus will or shall plus in future tense we have to use be as be form. So here be plus third form of a verb plus by plus object. She will call me. With I we get shall. I shall be called by her. Future perfect tense, subject plus will or shall plus have plus third form of a verb. And in passive voice, subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus third form of a verb plus by plus object, because in perfect tense we get been as a B form. So I shall have eaten sweets. So sweets will have been eaten by me. So here we missed four tenses, that is present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Already we have seen in no object sentences. In no object sentences, already we have seen that present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tenses have no passive voice. Okay, right. Let us see some model questions. Let us see some model questions. Okay, right. So here the first example you see, somebody somebody left the dog in the park. Okay, what is the subject? Somebody is the subject, left verb, the dog in the park. Which one is the object? Immediately we have to remember. We are, to get object, we have to question with what or whom or who. Okay, somebody left what or somebody left whom? Somebody left what? Somebody left the dog. So automatically the dog is the object. So we have to use the dog. Right. So which tense the given example? The given example is in simple past, because subject plus second form of a verb left is there. So when there is simple past tense, we have to use past B forms was or were. So here dog singular. So we used was. So the dog was left in the park. The dog was left in the park by somebody. By somebody. So like that we have to check it. And the second example you see, that is I am singing a song. I am singing a song. Here I is the subject, I am singing verb, a song object. So object will become subject, a song. Okay. So here as I is the subject, we use am. Here song is the subject, we have to use singular is. Okay, a song is. When continuous tense is there, here singing continuous tense. When continuous tense is used automatically, we have to use the be form being. And then third form, for sing third form sung. For sing third form sung. A song is being sung by, I will become me in the object. Okay, right. You see the third example. They have opened the box. They have opened the box. Here you see they is the subject, have opened verb, the box object. So the box will become subject here, the box. Okay, right. So then here they is the plural. So we use have. So if box is the singular, we have to use has. The box has. When which tense is the given sentence? The given sentence is in present perfect tense, subject plus have or has plus third form of a verb plus other words. When there is present perfect tense, which we have to use? We have to use been. Okay, the box has been. And then third form, opened the third form, opened itself, opened by, they will become them in passive voice. Okay, right. And then the next example, we were watching TV. This is in active voice. We is the subject, were watching verb, TV object. So here when changing, the TV will become subject here, TV. So we plural and TV singular. So we have to use was. And which B form we have to use? Here we have to use being, because the given sentence is in past continuous. Blindly you can remember, if there is ing form, we have to use being in passive voice. And what is the third form for watch? Watched. So watched by, we becomes us in passive voice. So like that here we see the modal question of active voice and passive voice. Some more examples let us see. Okay, some more examples. She calls me. She calls me. You see this example. She is the subject, calls verb, me object. So this object will become subject here, I. The given sentence is in which sentence? Which tense? The given sentence is in simple present tense because subject plus first form of a verb plus other words. So simple present tense. When there is simple present tense, which be form we have to use? Either is, am, are. Okay? Either is or am or are. So here I is the subject, so we get am. Am. What is the third form we have to use? Called. Called by before the object she becomes her. Okay, right. And then let us see the next example, that is he had eaten a banana. Okay, so he is the subject, had eaten, verb a banana, object. This object will become subject, a banana. A banana had, it comes with singular and plural, there will not be any change. It is in past perfect tense because subject plus had plus third form of a verb plus other words. So the banana had, perfect tense section would be from been. So a banana had been eaten, E-A-T-E-N, eaten by, third form eaten to eaten వస్తుంది, by, he will become him. Okay, and then they will write the exam. You see this example, they will write the exam. So here they is the subject, will write, verb the exam, object. So here the given sentence is in simple future tense, subject plus will or shall plus first form of a verb plus other words. So the exam will become subject. So the exam will be like that only, will. So when there is simple future, we have to use be form as be as be form. So will be third form for write, that is written by, this they will become them. Okay, right. And then the next example, Raju will have finished the work. So here, if you see this, Raju will finish the work. If you see this example, then automatically, so Raju is the subject, will have finished verb, the work object. The given sentence is in future perfect tense. The work will become subject here. So the work have, when future tense, when future perfect tense is there, we have to use be form as been. So been, finished third form, finished itself, finished by, there will not be any change. Raju will remain like that, Raju itself. So this is the model questions which we have in, and then here you see it's some peculiar. You see this example. Okay, now she wrote a letter to her father. Here, what is the object? Can you say? First, you question the sentence with she wrote a letter to whom? Her father. She wrote what? A letter. Here, there are two objects in this sentence. This sentence has two objects. They are a letter, her father. Her father is the direct object and a letter is indirect object. So we can do this example with direct object and with indirect object. Let us see how it follows. Right? First, let us see with her father. Her father, simple past tense, was written. Her father was written a letter. Her father was written a letter by, she will become her. Okay, we can change the sentence even with by using a letter. So let us see how it becomes. A letter was written to her father by her. Okay, a letter was written to her father by her. Okay, so here do you find any difference? In the first, when we did it with direct object, we did not use preposition. When we did the sentence with indirect object, we used to. So here, non-living beings are called direct objects, non-living beings are called indirect objects. If passive voice starts with direct object, we should not use preposition. If passive voice starts with indirect object, we have to use to preposition. Okay, so here that is only. Here started with father, so we did not use preposition. Here started with indirect object letter, so we got the preposition to. So like that, the active voice and passive voice will be changing. So active voice and passive voice will be changing. So I hope that you may have understood. Okay, please write down the notes while listening to the class. You can pause the video and write down the notes so that it will be very easy to you, and practice more examples and practice more examples even in you can practice more examples even in the Google. Okay, you will get so that you will get command over the active voice and passive voice. Okay, hope you will understand more. Thank you very much. And if you have any doubts, please comment. I'll respond to your comments. And still we have some different models in active voice, passive voice. In the next class, we will see the different models of active voice and passive voice. Okay, because there is now we have seen only assertive sentence. How to change interrogative sentence into passive voice. How to change double H question and yes or no questions into passive voice. How to change request into passive voice. How to change order into passive voice. All these things are there. It's already a lengthy video. So you will be getting bored and get relaxed. In the next video, we will discuss the remaining sentences, how to change into passive voice. Okay, right? And do, if you like the class, do like it and do subscribe it and share it to your friends also. And this is Mallikarjun Ketanaboina signing off. Bye students, take care and practice well. Stay home and stay safe. Okay.